You are walking down the street when you see a man approaching you. He hands you a gun and you immediately say, "What?" He says, "I am in great pain and I wish to die. Please kill me now." You say, "Why can't you just kill yourself?" He says, "Well, it goes against my religion to do so. I shall be condemned to suffer for an eternity." Wow, that is quite the dilemma, you think. You decide to contact 4 of your amazing TOK student friends to ask for their help on the cell phone. Let's see what they have to say. Let's begin by consulting Justin.
I think if the situation that he's in is going to cause more suffering on him and is gonna be a worse outcome than if he were to end his life, if that's what he personally believes, then I would shoot him, and that's clearly why he came up to me, right?
According to the axiological theory of desire satisfactionism, the satisfaction of someone's desire is the only sort of thing that is good in and of itself. Now, Justin believes that it is ethical to kill the man because he desires to die and he does not desire to suffer any longer. Therefore, according to the principles of desire satisfactionism, Justin believes that he has ought to kill the man. Now, let's get the opinion of Karthik.
I would not kill the man to preserve my own conscience and to not get arrested.
Karthik is adhering to the theory of egoism, which is the theory that an action is right if and only if it has the best consequences for the person doing it. Now, killing the man would not have the best consequences for Karthik, legally or mentally, so therefore, according to the principles of egoism, then he ought not to do it. Now, let us consult with Gabriel.
Okay, if this person approached me on the streets, I would call the cops and make sure that they get the help and therapy that they need so that nobody else would need to face such a difficult situation like myself. That way, he would improve and recover while nobody else would need to face this difficult dilemma.
Gabriel would also not kill the man, but he is using the theory of utilitarianism, which states that an action is right if and only if it has the best consequences for everyone involved. Now, Gabriel believes that not killing the man and getting him help would be preferable to killing or ignoring him, as he could be able to recover, which would benefit both the man and other members of society as well. Therefore, according to utilitarianism, he has ought not to kill the man. Finally, we will consult with Crystal.
Out of the goodness of my heart, I would shoot the man, because not only would I be sacrificing my own conscience and living with the guilty weight of the burden that I undertook to shoot him, but also I would be putting him out of his misery, which in my opinion is very virtuous.
Now, Crystal is using a virtue ethics approach to analyze the character of the person performing the killing or not, as opposed to the act itself. Nicomachean ethics is a form of virtue ethics developed by Aristotle, and it states that human beings have functions, and a virtuous being is one that performs these functions well. Now, a common virtue is selflessness, and Crystal argues that killing the man is selfless, so therefore, in order to be a virtuous person, she has ought to kill him. Now, finally, let's ask this question. What would you do? And would it change in the case of medical euthanasia? For example, a patient with a terminal illness. And how come? What is the difference between the two scenarios?